morning. This is Pajama Yoga. Let's sit today, easy seated pose, resting your hands on your thighs, either palms facing up or palms facing down. Spine nice and tall, shoulders stacked right on top of your hips. Close your eyes and breathe. Open up your eyes and let's take a few head circles. 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3, and 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. Let's rotate the shoulders, circles to the back. 1, 2, 3, and inhale, both arms up. Look up. Exhale, fall forward over your legs. Inhale, walk over to the right. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale, come to the center, fall over your legs. Exhale, walk over to the left. Inhale, both arms up, look up. Exhale, wrap your right hand behind you. Take your left hand to your knee and actually take your right hand to the floor behind you. Look over your right shoulder. You could maybe even hold your knee slightly towards you or wrap the back of your knee for leverage. Just any way that you get a deeper twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Both arms up. Look up. Exhale. Take the left hand behind you, supporting your spine on the earth, and the right hand to your knee. Look over the right shoulder and breathe. Inhale, exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Look up. Exhale, fall forward over bent knees. Look over and to the right. Inhale, come back to the center. Look up, inhale, over to the left. Exhale, come back to center. Over. Inhale, look over to the right. Back to center. Inhale and exhale, look over to the left. Back to the center. We'll do one more of those. Exhale, look over, down and over to the right. Inhale to the center. One more time. Exhale, look down, up and over to the left. And let's take some hip rotation. Just nice big circles with your spine and your hips. Well, actually not your hips, but your spine. Okay, the next time you're over to your right, stay there. Take your right hand to the side of your mat and take your left hand to your thigh and just lean. Feel that nice stretch in your obliques. Lean as far over to the right as possible. Maybe you can even come down to your forearm without your left leg coming up. And come back to center. Let's go back to our hip circles, or our circles. And when you're over to the left, stay there. We'll do the same thing. Take the left hand on the outside of your hip. Anywhere that's comfortable on the left. And take the right hand to the right thigh as leverage to really stretch out your obliques, your right side. And breathe. Come back to the center. We'll do one more round of hip circles or circles. Morning, Ronnie. Now let's do our circles in the other direction. Nice. Make the circles as slow and as wide as you can make them. We're slowing them down now. Now we're almost like we're moving through molasses, is how slow we're going with these. Okay, and let's go extremely slow in the opposite direction. We did maybe about 8 on that side. We'll do about 8 on this side. 2. 3. 4. All I can smell in my house is pineapple. I bought a fresh pineapple and I leave it sitting on the counter until I can smell it, and it smells up the whole house. And then I know it's ripe and ready to cut. And it's delicious. Okay, I think that's about 6. 7. One more. 8. I'm going to bring it to my mom's house because she refuses to eat fruit if it's not really sweet. Okay, that's 8. Okay, let's come to tabletop, hands and knees. And let's do a few cat-cows. So we will inhale, open, let your belly hang. Wiggle your hips from side to side. And if you're like me, you might need to cushion your knee. You might need to cushion your knees. So inhale, open, wiggle your hips. We're going to stay here for a little bit. Back and forth. Roll the shoulders back. Look straight ahead and just we'll stay here for a few breaths. Wiggle the hips from side to side. And then exhale, hollow out. Look back at your thighs. We'll be here for a few breaths also. Wiggle the hips from side to side. Back and forth. When you go forward, it's a nice stretch on the wrists. And come back to neutral spine, and we'll do a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, open. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, hollow out. Look back at your spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, hollow out. Inhale, open. Exhale, hollow out. One more round. Inhale, open. Exhale, hollow out. You know what I notice is that when I don't feel when I don't need the extra cushion on my knees, okay, back to tabletop neutral spine. I don't need the extra cushion after I've had an Epsom salt bath. I need to do that more often. So back to neutral spine. Inhale, your right arm up. And let's take a few arm circles. Big circle, back. Inhale, up, back, and down. One more. Inhale, up, back, and down. One on the left, inhale the left arm. Up, back, and down. Inhale, up, back, and down. One more time, up, back, and down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale back up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale up. This time, exhale, thread through and come all the way down to your shoulder and your right cheek. And extend the left arm forward. And we'll be here for a couple of breaths. Come back to the center and inhale the right arm back up and exhale down. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, up. Exhale, thread through. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, thread through. This time, come down to your left shoulder and your left cheek. Extend your right arm out in front. And breathe. Come back to the center. Inhale the left arm up and back down. Let's extend. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, touch on the right side of your mat. Inhale the right leg back up again. Exhale, touch the left side of your mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, touch. Inhale, up. Exhale, touch. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, touch and hold on the right. You feel a gentle stretch on your right side, abductor muscles, or your adductor muscles. Inhale, up. Exhale, touch on the left and hold. And breathe. Inhale, up. Exhale, back to center. Inhale the left leg straight out behind you. Exhale, touch on the left side of your mat with your toes. Inhale, back up. Exhale, touch the right side of your mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, touch. Inhale, up. Exhale, touch. This is the last round of holding. Inhale, up. Exhale, touch and hold. And bring your foot down to the earth on the left side. And feel that nice stretch in your adductor. Nice deep breath. Inhale, up. Exhale, touch onto the right side. Let's hold for 3 breaths. Inhale up and exhale, touch. Bring your toes together, knees open. Sit back into a child's pose and reach your arms out in front. Toes together, knees open. Sit back on your heels and stretch your arms out in front. Take a few breaths. Inhale back up to tabletop position. Walk your hands forward, just one handprint. Tuck your toes behind you and push up to our first downward facing dog of the day. And we're just going to pedal the feet for a while, just so that you feel that stretch in your calf muscle. And me, I like to sometimes just put all the weight on one leg. And while we're here, let's think about our downward dog. Feet are firmly planted if they're not one leg in the air. Fingertips are spread nice and wide. Suctions to the mat. And then both feet are shoulder width apart, hip width apart. And if you, when I first started doing yoga, they always say this, that downward facing dog is your resting pose. And it can be, but it also can be tiring. So if you need a break, come down to your knees. If not, continue to pedal and feel that stretch in your calf muscle. Just take any movements that feel good to you. Sometimes it's just wagging the hips from side to side, or pedaling. Okay, so wherever you are, come to knees and child's pose. Toes together, knees open, reach your arms out in front. For 2 breaths, deep inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Come back up to tabletop. On your inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. So bend your knees, look forward, and start to walk your hands back towards your feet. So now we're in forward bend. And let's do Ragdoll Stretch. Bend the knees, let your belly rest on your thighs. Grab your elbows and sway from side to side. Back and forth. Let your arms go completely. Let your knuckles drag the earth. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Wiggle your hips from side to side. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your knees are still slightly bent. Your head is last up. Roll your shoulders back. Actually, roll the right shoulder back and look over the right shoulder as you take your right hand to your right hip. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, roll the left shoulder back and the left hand to the left hip. And look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back to the center. Take a look at your feet. Make sure they're hip width apart. Inhale, both arms up. Look up, lean back. Exhale, fall forward. Crawl the hands over to the right as you bend the left knee. Inhale in the center and crawl the hands over to the left. bending the right knee. Come back to center. Inhale up for flat back. Exhale, fall forward. Walk your hands all the way out to a plank on your inhale. Exhale, slowly come down to your mat, or you can bring your knees first. Just slowly come down. Forehead on the mat, hands roll directly under your shoulders. Take your hands a little lower to the bottom of your ribs, or actually the top of your ribs. Inhale up for flat back, inhale up for baby cobra. Exhale, push back through your child's pose to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Bend your knee, open your hip, couple of hip circles, nice big circles. 1, 2, and now the other direction. 1 and 2, and bring your right leg back down. Inhale your left leg high. Bend your knee, open your hip, 2 hip circles, 1 and 2, other direction. 1 and 2, and bring your left leg back down. Bend your knees, look straight ahead, and walk the hands backward again. Forward bend. Inhale up for flat back. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, both arms around and up, look up, lean back. Exhale as you fall forward. Bend your knees and crawl out to a plank. And exhale all the way down to your belly. Take your arms out to a T. And bring your hands back to center for Sphinx pose. So elbow is right directly underneath your shoulder. Now take your left hand where your elbow was and peel the left side of your body up. Look over the left shoulder. Come back to center. And then put the right hand where the right elbow was. Peel the right side of the body up. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, peel your body up. Inhale, back to center. One more time on the other side. Exhale, peel up. Inhale, back to center. And come to seated. Come to a seat with your legs stretched out in front of you. Inhale, both arms up, look up. Exhale, fall forward over bent legs, over straight legs. Grab your calf, your ankle, your foot, whatever you can reach. And let's take a few breaths here. Inhale back up and separate the feet, the legs, as wide as you can. Place the right hand in front of the right leg. Inhale the left arm up and over as if you're going to reach and touch your right toe with your left hand. Inhale back to center and the left arm in front of the left leg. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale over. A few breaths here. Inhale, come back to center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, reach over straight legs. We're only here for a minute. A couple of breaths. Walk your hands back in and come to lie on your back. Come to forearms. So you're seated, but you're on your forearms underneath you. And we're going to slowly arch the back and let the head fall behind. And if it's accessible to you, you can come to your elbows and come to rest on your head. But most important thing is to keep your chest open so that there's very light weight on your head. All the weight is down here. Your lower part of your body is holding your body up. And come to lie on your back. Bring your knees into your chest and rock from right to left, side to side. Keep the right knee in the chest and extend the left. Inhale the left knee in and extend the right. And extend both legs out in front of you for Savasana, our final resting pose. And if you're anything like me, sometimes I like to rest in Savasana with my arms extended behind me.